Storms have ravaged country after country to the point that humanity's very existence is at stake. The nations of the world come together to build a series of satellites to fight and combat Mother Nature to extend our time on planet Earth. Does Geostorm actually live up to the wild storms promised in the trailers? Or is this film a wash? Let's go ahead and take a look in this review. So the trailers actually did a really good job of portraying what the film was actually going to be about. We get all the wild weather, all of the crazy storms, plus a little bit more. The story itself is a bit predictable. The dialogue does feel like something that would be more in line with like a made-for-TV movie. But overall, it delivers on what's promised in the trailers, meeting the expectation I had when I walked into the theater and sat down in my seat. So the one area in this film where I sat back and I went, that was a bit goofy, was actually the main villain. In the trailers, we actually get a sense that there's someone, somewhere, actually using this brand new satellite to cause all of this destruction, all of this terror, and is just wiping out countries and the people and the population that inhabits those countries. Which is true. However, once they actually figure out who the villain is and actually move on the villain to capture him, there's a little bit in the film at that very end moment where I went, oof, this was wild. Fortunately though, for me, from start to finish, I didn't suffer a single eye roll, which, again, is to the credit of this film and how enjoyable it can be if you go in with the right expectation. The villain, at the very end, felt very similar to something that you would find in a Scooby-Doo animated TV show. They capture the villain, he's just caused mass destruction across the globe, almost killed the President of the United States, and as they're carting him away, the President goes, wait, as the villain is giving his soliloquy. I was sitting there waiting for him to like twirl a mustache. The only thing that would have made this villain just a little bit better, in my opinion, is if he would have said that infamous line from Scooby-Doo. Well, I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for these kids, because that's how the villain felt. He felt like a villain from a Saturday morning Scooby-Doo cartoon. So overall, the film delivered on what it promised to be. It's a decently written, overly goofy, special effects driven, wild weather adventure on the big screen with a Scooby-Doo villain. This film isn't going to win any awards, and I don't think it was intended to. I truly believe that everybody who was making this film knew exactly what film they wanted to make, because everybody seemed to be enjoying their time on screen, even though at times it is a bit goofy. You could tell they knew what they signed up for, and they were going to have fun with what they signed up for. Now, this film is only going to get one high five from me because this is not a great film at all. It's actually kind of bad, but it was so much fun, and I believe that it was celebrating and reveling in its badness that I have to give it at least one high five, because it feels like, again, they walked in going, this is the film we're going to make, and we made it. So Geostorm is in theaters right now, and I am going to recommend that you guys check this out on the big screen, but at a matinee price. Don't pay full price for this. If you've got a boyfriend, a girlfriend, your BFF, if you just want to go catch a movie before noon for like $5 and then go grab some coffee or something afterwards, this is a great film for that, because you can sit down, have a goofy fun time in the theater watching all the crazy weather special effects, and then go grab some coffee afterwards and talk and laugh about what you just saw. Geostorm is in theaters right now. Check it out before noon for matinee prices so you can see it for cheaper, and definitely visit your local movie theater.